Hey there, James here, and welcome to another one of my video lessons. Now in this week's lick of the week, I'm going to show you a really cool sort of classic heavy metal type riff or lick. It's the kind of thing that players like Kirk Hammett would play out of Metallica, or Michael Schenker, or guitar players out of the Scorpions, those kind of bands, but pretty much every kind of rock player uses some variation on this lick. It's in A minor, using the A minor pentatonic, and some cool bending moves in it. And we're also going to look at how to play it up an octave as well. But first of all, let me play it over a backing track so you can hear it. Then we'll look at the scale it comes from. Then we'll zoom in up close and I'll show you exactly how to play it. By the time you've watched this video, you'll have a good idea of how to play this lick and use it in your playing. Okay, so let's check it out over the backing track now. Okay, so that's what the lick sounds like. It's using A minor pentatonic down to the 5th fret. I'm sure you probably all know this scale shape, but just in case, let's have a quick look at how we play it. Use the tab if you haven't seen this scale before. Here's how you play it. Now this lick is using a lot of repetition. This repeating sort of bending figure that we keep playing when we play this lick is a great way to build some energy and momentum in your solo. So let's have a look at how we're going to play that. The first one is doing this. We're bending up the 7th fret on the G string and picking the B string at the 5th fret twice. I would often use my 2nd finger to play this bend, but you can use your 3rd if you like. Sometimes I'll do that as well. In fact, I think I played it this way when I played it a second ago at the start of this lesson. But for now, I'm going to use my 2nd finger. Then I'm going to pick the B string played twice at the 5th fret with my 1st finger. And we're basically going to play that 4 times like this. Now, I would tend to alternate pick a lick like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I find that works best for me. You may find another way it works best for you, so just, try the one that you prefer. But I'm going to be alternate picking this down, up, down. So I'm going to play that 4 times now, and that's the first part of the lick. 3, 4. For the next part of the lick, we're going to use a similar idea, but we're going to move it across onto the next 2 strings. So here we're going to bend up the 8th fret on the B string. We're going to bend it up to 10. 3rd finger's going to do that, and then we're going to play the 5th fret on the top E string. Again, I would pick it exactly the same as with the previous one, and we're going to play that 4 times. So here it is once. Here it is 4 times. And that is most of the lick. So if we put those 2 parts together, we get the first 2 bars of the lick. Here it is very slow. 3, 4. Over the backing track, sounds like this. So we're going to look at the ending of the lick in just a minute, but the basic idea with this lick is we join those 2 bits up like I just did there, and we're going to play it 3 times, okay? So we play both 3 times. We play the first one, then we do the second one, played 4 times each, and then we do that whole thing 3 times, and that is the first part of the lick. Sounds like this over the track. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second time. 3rd time. Like that. You can see that repetition really builds a bit of energy and sort of a bit of forward movement in your solo. After that, we're going to come back and we're going to stop playing triplets. We're going to play some 16th notes, and we're going to do a sort of repeating pull-off phrase. And all we're going to do here is we're going to pull off 8 down to 5 on the high E string, and then 8 down to 5 on the B string. And we're going to do that 4 times. I'd recommend you pick this starting with a down pick and then an up pick. Down, pull off, up, pull off. Now we're going to do that 8 times like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to finish by grabbing this 8th fret on the B string. We're going to push it up 2 frets with a bit of vibrato. So the second half of the lick sounds like this. 3, 4. What I'm going to do now is play the whole lick for you really slow. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat all that. Third time. So let's have a listen to that all played over the track, and then we're going to look at how to move it up an octave. There's a lot of repeating little useful bits in this lick, so do strip them out of the lick and see what you can do with them. Here's the whole lick over the track. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you probably know that if we take a scale shape or a lick and move it up 12 frets on the guitar, we get the same thing up an octave. So we can do that with this exact lick. We can move every single note in it up to the 12th fret. This is where our scale shape would look like if we moved it up an octave. Instead of being down at 5, we would now be up at 17. You notice I'm tending to use my second finger a little bit more just because the frets are much closer together. Now the lick itself can easily be moved up an octave simply by finding those notes in the scale shape. Here it is very slow, and I'll put the tab up so you can see how we do this. 3, 4. So there you go, that's how you play that lick, and that's how you move it up an octave. And it sounds quite different when you move it up an octave, so do experiment with that. Plus it's great practice for getting used to playing higher up the fretboard, because it feels different up there. The bends are slightly awkward, the frets are close together. It's something you definitely want to practice so that you can do that in your soloing when you want to. Now, like I said earlier, what you want to do is strip the bits out of this lick and see what you can do with them. And really, it's quite easy to do that, because the first part is simply this. So you've got that bending move, so grab that, mix it into your playing, see what you can do with it. You've also got this one here. So take that and practice putting that in your solos and surround it with some other things that you like to do. And finally, we've got this little pull-off bit. So really easy to take that as well and see how you can work it into solos. So what I would suggest you do is learn this lick, get sort of comfortable playing it, and then take each of these parts and practice jamming around with them, seeing what you can do with them in an improvised solo, because this is how everything from this lick is going to sort of soak into your playing and start to come out naturally when you're just soloing. Anyway, that's all from me today. Remember to subscribe, because I publish one of these lick videos every single week. So subscribe so that you see all my other videos, which are coming very soon. I've got a lot of cool rock, blues, all sorts of other licks coming your way. If you've got a request or something, a lick by a certain player or a lick using a certain kind of scale or mode or whatever, put it down in the comments below and I'll see if I can help you out. But apart from that, enjoy the lick and have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon on another one of my videos.